Hello and welcome. Right, I've been just checking the production costs. Actually, there's quite a lot that's expensive. It's not one thing, it is quite a lot, but it is earning us a lot, so it is what it is really. Yeah, it is. There was one month that was a little worrying, but yeah, the other months have been absolutely fine. So I think what we're going to do is, because I'd like to get us right the way through, we've got the flax to take to markets today. That's the only crop we've got, and there's not a lot of it, so it's not going to take a lot. It was, if you remember how terrible flax was, it really was very, I remember, that's it, that's no yellow marks, and then it'll be fine. Yeah, I think I'm going to do what I did on Riverside, when it became close to when it's really takes a long while to do this type of thing, because you don't really want, I always say chain of evidence. I like to show everything, but I don't like it to take forever. I am fully aware that it really is a bit boring and very repetitive, but if I speed through this, you might miss a tick up and you'll think, how did he get 1,000,000 in a, like in an hour? Well, it doesn't work like that, but if you miss it, then there's no explanation as to why. Whereas if I show everything like this, you can see it. It really is down to, there's nothing missing. So even on the speeding up, you can see the money going up bit by bit. So we do need to grab the manure. I believe it says we've got 100 tons. I find that hard to believe, but we have sped through a couple of months and we have got a big herd now. So maybe that's right. Yeah, we also probably start having a bit more straw as well. Things like this may well start not to be the little tiny 4 or 5 tons, although we've not got anything like the enhanced animal system on anymore. Yeah, I find some of these mods that, although they seem to be a good idea, that in practice they'd cause more issues. Yeah, I've been crop rotation for the last time, unless it gets fixed, because it does unforeseen things, and it might be okay. It might be okay. It might be that with just some mods that are with me, although I don't know. I mean, yeah, the bottom line is it doesn't do for me what it's supposed to. It actually causes havoc. So yeah, I'm not prepared to have it causing havoc on Let's Plays and ruining entire sessions. Well, yeah, and I did prove it was that as well. It was literally, yeah, there were lure errors, and it was all about crop rotation, trying to alter a crop and unable to do it. So yeah, I'm not having that. And I did switch. I did a clean switch. Where we switched it on when there were no crops in the ground of ours, so we literally allowed it. Yeah, we didn't do it to make a switch before that. So yeah, I don't know what caused it or what it is, but it's not right. Yeah. So anyway, before I waffle on for England, let's speed up time. Let's rush through now and go into a bit of a time lapse while we take the flax and go through the this day. No, we're just going to do the animal bit. Oh, we've nearly done it now. Do you know something though? Yeah, let's just leave it. Yeah, we've half. No, because we've got the slurry and all of those type of things. It is quite a lot. Yeah, so I am going to do a time lapse. I am. I'm going to say my words. Oh, let's go through here. Oh, sleepy sliding on the snow. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, we have a little bit of a problem, exactly the same problem as we had a long time ago. That the Mack Trucker 40 tonner will not read that, and it's the same sell point. Now we know it's got problems with certain. It was too low for doing the silos, which you'd work that one out because we kept clocking it. This one, now I'm going to go out on a limb, and it might be a total bust, but I used to have the Mack Trucker. Second. No, it's not. It's alright. I saw something. It looked like another cartridge, and no, I don't care about the fact that we were well chuffed that we found a cartridge. That was quite amazing. It's weird how sometimes the snow shows up things that sometimes you miss otherwise. Now, I've always thought there'd be something there, although sometimes it's on the roof. I could never. I looked everywhere and I couldn't see it, but I'm not the best at finding things. Yeah, when I used to have the liquid tanker, I used to think Mack Truckers was the best, but it had a problem and you had to dig a hole. Now, I'm not sure that this will let us do this, where you can lower the ground. I'm just going to go out on a hunch, because it used to have a bit of a funny sensor for, I used to use the slurry yard a lot, and I used to do it, and I had to dig a hole. I did used to have to do the same for the BGA, and it made it that the lowest point was a little lower, and that's all it needed always to actually make it work. So I'm going to go out on a limb, because it's all the same actual truck really. It's the same body, the same framework that Mack Trucker uses for all of his things. So I'm not sure if we can actually even do it. It might not let us do it, so yeah, we'll try it. Let's do some smoothing first to actually clear a bit of... Yeah, no, I don't think it would. No, can we go bigger so it does sort of cheat a little? Yeah, you can't exactly. But you... Can we lower? It's lower. It's a shame we can't actually. Doesn't have to be much. You normally do a hole. And it's... Is it? You know, it is. Yeah, it is lower. So that the body of this goes lower. It's really strange that it doesn't sense because we know it's at the back. Tried all different angles and all sorts of things. I think we're on the crop. Be careful. Although we've got row crops on, so we're actually alright. No, it's not. Or I've not gone low enough. Yeah, I know it seems a bit strange. So then what we're going to do is going to take this up to the top and come back down. Yeah, I thought, come on, just take this. I know we were going to do seeds, but you know, it is what it is. We were going to originally do this. I thought we've had a good run with the seeds. I mean, we're at 1.1 at present. So... Oh, is that really so bad? We also gained another 50,000 for a cartridge. So are we really that worried about, you know, that? And I'm thought, no, let's just like, yeah, just crack on. Do what we said we're going to do. Sell it at market, the oats. I think that is everything now. I think. Let's get everybody following up. What we'll do is we will run that up to the top, stick it in the second silo, and then grab it in the other big one, the 45 tonner. So yeah, we'll not come back down to market with the Mack Trucker one ever again, because I mean, it works for everything else. No. I'm glad they've added that feature. It's actually quite useful, because it does mean it's not going to bash into things anymore, which it has frequently done. So yeah, a bit of a blow really. We've got a bit more slurry to do, but to be honest, I think that will fill what we've got. We need to check that, and it is true, it's the dairy we get hit for production costs, quite high ones. In fact, I think the dairy is higher than everything else, so it's actually combined. The Omatana, oh seriously, what's that about? No, I didn't go anywhere near that, but then again, they do slip slide a bit, so, do you know? Yeah, we'll let you off. Right, let's get this gone. Wow. I forgot where I was now. I always wanted to see where the actual range is on this, how close you need to be to actually make that is actually quite a range. Wow, and it actually does stop better than it ever has done before. Right, so we're going to grab the other 45 tons in this, take that back to market, and yeah, it's sort of slowed us down a bit really. But I suppose I could have carried on the time-lapse, but I just wanted to explain what I was doing, even though it's fairly obvious. So we've fed the animals, we've strawed the animals, we've got most of the slurry out, we've got the milk out. We're going to check the productions, and then we're going to sleep through till tomorrow. No, we're going to take this down because it is the best month for this. I'd forgotten about the flax. It was only when I was poking around at the beginning of the session I thought, oh, you forgot the flax. The flax is in January too, so that was a cracking price. Yeah, it's a bit disappointed with the flax, really. But then again, it wasn't a massive field, so I'm not that disappointed. But yeah, I think sometimes, as you say, you think, oh, yeah, that's going to be a right good one. And it is, but not quite as good as you think sometimes. Yeah, the peas, I think, in all honesty, although on paper the smallest, due to how much you get of the peas, I think the peas worked out probably better than all of them. So yeah, I will do the peas again, definitely. Yeah, I think, and the lentils, it's weird because the lentils on Shabbos, I always say Shabbat. Well, it always looks like Shabbat to me because his name is all one, but it could just be the way it's. Oh, no, they are a long way away. They are not as fast as us. That's the other thing. So, yeah, so if we go down, remember this will slide. We'll stick that back in there. Actually, there was a little bit more than this could carry, but I think there is a little bit more than that. The other thing is, I think we might need to buy a massive one. Although, I don't know, I'm not sure. I think we can manage. It's just, I usually have the 70 tonner or the big 108 tonner sort of thing normally, but now then be careful because this, yeah, it's going to sort of clock that. Right, let's stop that from following. I think we might, I was going to say this, we might actually just about manage the 1.5 minute. The one thing I am going to say though, I was thinking about this earlier. I thought it's all right affording a field. You've got to afford a planter stroke seeder that's going to manage to do that. We did say that there's no way an 8 metre is going to go on that monster. You'd have to set it going for weeks to actually do that actual field. So I thought it's true, it is. So we're going to need to either lease some giants like the Borgo or something like that, or I personally, I very much prefer it. I know it's smaller. I actually like the Airhawk. I do. In either of its iterations, I think it can be a Vadestad as well, can't I think. I like that one a lot. It's only 21 metre then, the Borgo's 34. So I think it's just so expensive. We can blow about 700 or 800 grand just on that. So I'm not sure whether we'd lease it. We just wouldn't, yeah. I think so, really. I think that's probably more sensible. So we're only going to have a little tiny bit left of this, really. Let's have a look. Have I missed anything? Yeah, productions. While that's filling, let's just have a look at the productions. Yeah, if you look at this, there are 2 per cycle. But some of these costs are really quite expensive. Yeah, that's 2 as well. Silage is 60 per cycle. So that's expensive. That's 24, that's 24, and that's 24. So actually the production shed isn't terrible. Yeah, they're all, but when you add up 24 by thousands, that adds up to quite, and this is quite expensive. 88 per cycle. So that, if all the things we've got, the dairy is one of the most expensive. Right, let's take this down and sell this. We should get about 30 odd thousand-ish from doing this. Yeah, so the biggest thing of all is a seeder stroke planter. I would like to do a thing of peas, if I'm honest. this is probably going to be the last year, but I want to see this through throughout this entire year. Really, do we do another year? I'm not sure. Yeah, this is going to be because it's a long year, and it is. If we do the other big field as well, it's going to be a lot of work. I mean, a lot. Really, so we've also got more equipment to buy, but we'll see. Yeah, I would like to run one of the. Where are you going? One of these big farms for as long as I should do, and I think I said. Let's just get this on a good even keel, so I'm not going to like wander off while we. Yeah, we think this is. Yeah, our third year, which means we've been playing for 2 years because you always start on the one anyway. So we're just going into the third year, which means this is our third year we're going into. In other words, we've done a complete year and a little bit of the first year. So yeah, we've only done a full year basically on the farm, is what I'm trying to say in my backhanded kind of way. So we could run it another year afterwards. I mean, start from scratch is you often run 5 or 6 years because you can get through the first couple of years like in the blink of an eye sometimes, because some of the episodes you get through 3 months or 6 months in one go. So yeah, the new farmer starts, which this was, then yeah, again we did have a bit of a slow start, although this was much quicker. I thought we'd have a bit of a stunted start with this, because I thought, how are we going to make a break from that field to a second field? Or, because the prices on the map are on par with what you'd expect, but how are we going to earn that kind of money? Hobos Hollow, actually, the price of the fields was not. We could afford some of the smaller ones, but this is all big fields, so they're all like 800 grand or $1 million or $1.5 million. I thought, how are we going to do that? Well, we did it. Fertilizer business, as it does frequently, served us very, very well. Now the other thing is, I did think, is there a limit on how much you can sell? But we shall see that in a minute, shan't we, really? Because if there is, this won't actually play ball. And then we can totally say, terribly sorry, Mac Trucker, for thinking that, no, it is what you thought. Although actually, mind you, we did the entire front of this really, so yeah. Fantastic, 32,500, 600 odd thousand. So sliding a bit. Apologise, I'm not trying to rip the field to pieces, even though we know I can't. Right, so then. What else have we got to do? I think nothing. I think the slurry should be about. It'll process about. Yeah, the milk's done and that's on selling. The herbicide is. We don't need that on anymore. Solar fertilizers on selling. Herbicide is manure. It's still on 50 tons, so that actually will do nicely. So have we got? We want the straw, manure. Nope. We want manure plus slurry and digestate, which there's none of that left. There is. You see, this is where this has gone wrong. If you look here, we're going to have to manually do this. Look how much digestate we've got. 666,000. So nearly 750,000. Something is not playing ball on the map. And this, I've never seen this anywhere else, ever. So digestate, there's 221 tons in that, and 445 tons in the other one. So the two farm supply productions are glutted with that. So again, we need to grab some of that out, and that is going to take a long time. In fact, you know something? We're going to bring in an old partner. We are, because this has got silly in a way. It is. We're going to bring in an old partner and we're going to literally sell the digestate, because there's so much there, so much that to be honest, the other thing is that it's quite hilarious is that the slurry yard is top prices in January, and it's January, so I thought, let's just bring in an old partner in. Not going to put it on the garden, even though you'd think that's not a bad place. We're going to stick it down on, down that side where where we remove the sort of open area clamps. Right, I could have actually run this manually, as in like told a worker to put it on there, and we could have been doing that 10 minutes ago. Right, we do need the lorry, which I believe is over here anyway. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to go into a time lapse of this, because this is going to be a bit of a monster, to say the least. So, yes, let's grab that. And that is the one we want. So, we are going to stick down the slurry yard. We could do it behind there, but then it's a lower... Now, the other thing is I realised I was kicking myself. Should never have shifted this farm productions, but I wasn't really thinking at the time about this is going to be dead centre and we're going to need another one putting down. So we sold it a bit previously because obviously, we've just checked now. It's a point. Field 1 is going to be barley. If we're buying that, we're going to have a massive field of barley as well, which you can actually use that thing for. Yeah, right. Anyway, yes, we've got work to do. Yeah, I'm going to go into a time lapse because this is going to be a bit of a monster, and this is unexpected. I just thought it made sense myself as I was thinking about it. I looked in the time saving stock check and I thought 666 tons of digestate. That's an absolutely, it's 10 loads. I've done a load like that since the Western Wilds, where we used to do massive bumper. You're running all the way across the map with like 2 or 3 of these, and it was monstrous. Really, we shouldn't need to do it. The power production should be working, but something's not working right. I've never known, the Omatanas have never let me down on any of the map. We've seen a few glitches. I think it's the map. I do. Or I'm not trying to blame really. Right, let's the slurry yard down. So production and selling points, we are going to call our friend Missy B in and ask if we can have a contract with her, because she can sell for the most stupendous prices you've ever, really. I thought we'd done away with this. It will let me do it there. Oh, it won't. It'll because we'll stick it at the back. I'm happy with that. Ooh. Now, for saying that's as flat as a pancake, I think we can all see that that's done a bit of a bump there. Wow. Okay, that's shocked me a little. Right, so then it's both of these. One's got 220, the other's got 400 and odd tons. So then let's just... not sure if it shows the price straight away. It takes a few minutes for the... Wow, not really. I think we're going to actually do that. We're going to do our field. Don't you agree? That's going to be nearly 2 million. Right, we don't need to worry about going over the field at the minute. Right, I'm going to say my words because this is going to be a bit of a monster. Yeah, I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Wow, that is amazing. I'm leaving a little bit of digestate in case it sorts itself out. There might have been a glut. The other thing, I had a bit of a. I thought, is it the fact that you've got like liquids flowing around with this? I thought, I wouldn't have thought so, but I thought, well, let's just switch it off and see if it makes a difference. So then just looked at this again. I was debating, do we go for like potatoes or something like that with the Colossus? Yeah, I've the exacta, can't think of its first name. Beautiful thing that it is. I think it's in potatoes. No, it's not. It's in beet technology. Somewhere B for beet. Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's the beautiful Colossus, and then there is the Pterodos T440, which is brilliant, but it's not actually working right at the minute. I think it is for cotton. And now that is the other thing I was going to say. I'd like to do a cotton harvest on a grand scale. Now, I think we did the field on Sri Lanka, the big one, and I felt, having done cotton quite a lot, I thought that was not far off. I think to me, it's the potatoes are bad, terrible. I didn't think the sugar beet was too bad, but again, I don't do it often enough that I'm an expert at it. Whereas, I mean, cotton, I've done such a lot on some of the American maps that you sort of get a bit of a feel for it. So I think that was right. So it's right for some things and wrong for others. Sugar beet, I thought it was right, but again, potatoes, it definitely was wrong because we literally got, I did a test, and on the same plot of land in 2 years, this reduced the harvest by 60% using the Pterodos. So I realised there was something not quite right with it. I also know my first inkling that something was wrong was on Sri Lanka when I did the harvest of the vegetables, because it was about half of what it was the year before, or under half, and I thought that's got to be wrong. It's got to be. So I think I'm a little bit loath to actually use it at present. Of course, you've got these multi-fruit ones as well, which are brilliant. Obviously, they don't do the vegetables like this does, but that does everything. It is amazing. If it gets fixed, it'll be fantastic. Obviously, it's also very reasonable, but it sort of takes the edge off of it because it's not quite working right now. Anyway, we've done everything that we can, done the animals, and we want to go till 9 o'clock in the morning, and we'll see what a big kick up we get with all of the things that we have done and all of the businesses that we've literally put our best into. Might do some digestate as well, so we could do a bit of everything. Ooh, that's about 600 grand. Oh, I missed the costs. I was so busy looking at that. So we can, of course. I'm going to leave it here because this has been a monster. Ooh. Wow. We could. We could actually do both. I was thinking as I was doing that, I was thinking it's all right, but you've not got a big tractor to do this. What's that saying about? Yeah, we're definitely going to buy that. Definitely. So in total, we have got. I think we're going to see if we can. I don't mind going for once to be the topmost amount and adding the 157,000 on, because it's. Yeah, I think we're going to go standards. Got to go American, haven't we? We've got to. Wow, okay with GPS. Okay, beacons. Triangular capacity. Yeah, I'll go max. Brilliant. And choice of covers. No, I like that actually, the engine showing. I'm happy with that for 224,000. We don't need to worry about. We've got combined of 20 meters for our cedar. Obviously, if we were going to do anything special, we're going to go through. No, because we've got to do the animals. It's been a monster. It really has. Let's have a quick look at, I mean, I'm well pleased with the animals. They, of course, have obviously, yeah, milk. Do you know we could actually probably make it through till March? Are we going to buy the field though? I think we've got to, because yeah, the bottom line is we don't really need to worry. I mean, it's already got barley in it, so we are going to buy that. Oh, it's 1-3. It wasn't actually quite as much as you thought. So that's going to leave 754,037. I think we are. I think we can actually just about go through till March right now. Is that going to be defeating things though? The fertilizer business. Let's have a look at the milk. Remember that's 3 times as well. 7, 5, and 5. Maybe the milk's not too fantastic. The production shed's the main thing that is our. But we've just, I suppose, yeah, that's not going to be doing anything at the minute. Yeah, the manure's nearly out. The slurry is out. Do you know? Yeah, it's true, really. Ah, now I've forgotten about the seeds. How much have we got? We're pretty much out, aren't we? Yeah, where are they? Oh, yeah, we'll leave the oats going. Really, that's very slow. That should have done all of that, surely. Or mind you, we were on selling, so how do we know that? So there were actually some more seeds as well. So, right, we're going to leave it there. We are. I'm not going to rush it. I'm tempted to like plough on till March, but really, there's only this. Yeah, that's the one thing I'd like to do, because it's all been bish bash bosh. Is I'd like to split this, and I'd like to split it about here, so that no, not here. Actually, on the edge of the farm. Let me show you. I think we're going to split the field so that we go straight down here, and I'm going to do a bit of a, yeah, the strange shape. We're going to do that, I think, as a sugar cane field, if I'm going to be totally honest. So let's do a bit of painting. We're going to do our, I think we'll do it with grass. We'll do it about as big as the headland. That's about right, and about there. Straight across, if I can remain straight, which is difficult when you, yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Yeah, let's for once, we have got a bit of cash. Let's stick some. It's going to cost me a fortune, I realise. Let's say about that. Ooh. Apologies for the silence. Just, yeah. I just don't want to get this wrong. I'm gulping. Luckily, we've got 750,000 left after buying this monster field. Yeah, I'd like to sugar cane this smaller bit, because that's still going to be a fairly hefty field, and then have the top one obviously is the full. Let's have a look on this, because it should show that straight away. Yeah, you can just make out where we've split it. I think we'll have that's going to be sugar cane. Field 2, which is is cultivated, and then we've got that monster field of field 1, which we are going to have to scan. We want the, yeah, I'm not doing it here now. We're going to literally grab the little one, which hasn't shifted for an awful long time. It's been ready. Let's grab the field scanner. I think this has got narrows, but if it hasn't got them now, it will have. We can do it. I think they are narrow, but I'm not going to trust to look. Grab the scanner. I'm going to stick that and leave it on the edge of our other fields. I'm sure it is somewhere. That's there. I was going to say I could have sworn it was here that I'd left it. We'll go and actually Yeah, I know we could buy it, we could afford to buy it, but you wouldn't, would you, really? Even though it's a bit of a monster, and it is, it's going to take quite a bit of scanning. I'll probably do that next session. So we got a lot of fields, and we did keep field 22 in the end. I was going to sell that, wasn't I? And then I didn't. So not only did we do, we've done all of the fields I intend to have on the Let's Play. Yeah, I'm not imagining I do anything else. We've got 25, 22, 2 and 1, as well as field 26. So let's just put the narrows on ready for next session. We've got a barley field that we're going to need to fertilise and lime. So let's use the original, which we put that nice little shed down now. So let's use the original one. I can't remember where. That's Harkashawshire. Where is the? Oh, please don't tell me I put the building on the very spot where you need to go. Right. Oh, they are on Narrows. I thought they were. Yeah, so they are on Narrows. Fantastic. So next session, we'll get that field scan. Oh, in fact, we'll get both scanned. I was forgetting. Yeah. I mean, this one's the important one because we need to be fertilising and liming. So we'll get that done. Can we do, how wide is it? Just as a bit of a gauge. We did do a little bit there, didn't we? It's a tiny fraction because it's a monster field. So if we, just as a bit of a gauge, do that, that gives us a bit of a gauge. Pretty much about half though, it's not too bad. I'd say about 10-15 per one. So that is quite amazing. Let's put that back to how it should be. So yeah, that is the fun we've got next session. But for this absolutely stupendous session, I always remember though, obviously you get sessions like this where you do well, but the bottom line is it's the culmination of an entire year of farming and all of the things, the grass, the digestate, all of those things, the crops, the seeds, every single bit, the milk from the cows, it all adds up and all makes such a difference. And that's what happens, yeah, when it all comes together as it has done. So we are doing exceptionally well when you actually look at the fields that we've got. If you pull out, see and look at that, that is stupendous. When you consider, I mean, that cost us a fortune. If you remember, 3, that was stupendous. When we really afforded that, that's when I knew we were doing well. That was amazing. So yeah, that is our farm as it is going to be, definitely. But victory lap over. All that remains to be said for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.